I bought 6 best of the internet Korean sunscreen. I'm going to compare them based on 10 elements: their application and texture, the smell, the skin type, if they peel, white cast, how the reapplication is, their key ingredient, if they are clinical tested, how is their filter, and how they perform under makeup. So for the next 5 days or 6 days, I'm going to compare them, rank them, wear them, and choose which one is the best sunscreen, the winner. So let's go. Okay, let's talk about the first sunscreen, Round Lab. I have really high expectation with this sunscreen. It costs around $35 to $18 depending on where you get it. The application, the texture is very light. It's a light sunscreen, okay? It's very moisturizing. It's non-greasy, which I like. And because it's very moisturizing, I think it can be best with people with dry skin or normal skin and sensitive skin. Sensitive skin, again, because this sunscreen doesn't contain any fragrances, but it does smell good. The smell is pleasant. Now, my issue with this sunscreen is that it did peel on my skin, and I think it did peel on my skin because I applied a moisturizer underneath, okay? This is me. This is my fault. It's not the sunscreen fault. And because I applied the moisturizer underneath, I also think that it affects how the application was on my face. Does this sunscreen leave me with a white cast? I would say yes, and I think majority of the time it did leave me a lot of white cast because, again, I applied a moisturizer underneath. The reapplication wasn't really what I expected. The reapplication wasn't good for me. I would give for the reapplication like 6/10 because I was I was not happy about the reapplication. For the white cast, because I could see a little bit of white cast on my face, I would give like a grade of 8/10 for the white cast. This sunscreen contains some of the great key ingredients, and let me talk about those key ingredients. It contains niacinamide, which is great for acne and hyperpigmentation. It contains licorice extract, which is great for discoloration, hyperpigmentation again. It contains ascorbic acid, which is a vitamin C. It also contains hyaluronic acid. It contains allantoin. Now let's talk about the filter. It contains 4 of the best filter out there: UV-Not A+, Tretinoin M, UV-Not T150, and Tretinoin. I think I forgot to mention that the Round Lab sunscreen was tested in Korea and Germany. So overall, I would give a 8/10 for this sunscreen. But I'm going to retry this sunscreen again on day 6 without any moisturizer and give my last verdict about it. The second sunscreen is Beauty of Joseon Relief. It's non-greasy, and like the other sunscreen, it doesn't contain any fragrance. I would think it's good for all type of people, dry skin or oily skin or sensitive skin. Now, does this sunscreen peel on my skin? No to the no, okay? The white cast, hell no white cast at all. How was the reapplication? The reapplication was super. I did like the reapplication. I love it, guys. How does it perform under makeup? Under makeup, it was great. Okay, I give it 10/10 on the makeup. No peeling at all. And this sunscreen was tested, okay? It was tested in Korea and Spain. So now let's talk about the key ingredient of this sunscreen. I really like the key ingredient of this sunscreen. It contains rice bran water. When you think about rice, think about kojic acid. Kojic acid means what? Ting, hyperpigmentation, discoloration, dark spot. So I like it. It also contains glycerin, niacinamide, green tea leaf extract, vitamin E, pumpkin ferment extract. The filter are the same as the Round Lab filter. It contains UV-Not A+, Tretinoin M, UV-Not T150, and Tretinoin. I try, okay? Overall, guys, the grade of this sunscreen, I will give it 10/10. So number 3 sunscreen is Instree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. Application and texture of this sunscreen. It has like a jelly consistency, but jelly but watery at the same time. It's very lightweight, it's nice, it's fresh on the skin, and it doesn't contain any fragrance at all. The smell is pleasant. This sunscreen, I would say it's good for people with dry skin, normal skin, and sensitive skin. This sunscreen doesn't peel out my skin. It's no to the no peeling at all, no white cast at all. The reapplication was super. Reapplication, I think I gave a 10 over 10 on reapplication, and white cast 10 over 10. On the makeup, it was super on the makeup. It looks great on the makeup. And yes, this sunscreen was tested. The key ingredient of this sunscreen are niacinamide, centella. It contains a lot of centella inside, guys. It also contains ceramide. It contains glycerin. It contains hyaluronic acid. It contains adenosine. It contains astaxanthin. I mean, this sunscreen contains good ingredient for acne and hyperpigmentation. It contains antioxidant. Let's talk about the filter, okay? Because the filter are on the roof, okay? The filter, Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, Tinosorb M, polysilicon. This is a European filter, so like this one is another level, guys. It also contains oxysalate. It contains homosalate. Those sunscreen, we know them because those are the sunscreen that we are using here in the United States, okay? So guys, overall for this sunscreen, my grade is 15 over 10. Yes, boom. I love it. So the fourth sunscreen is going to be Tocobo. Let's talk about it. It costs around $14. The application and the texture of this sunscreen is watery jelly. It's really watery. It's hydrating. It's weightless on the skin. It's very lightweight. The sunscreen contains fragrance, but it doesn't smell perfumey. This sunscreen will be best for people with acne, oily skin, okay, sensitive skin. Try it, guys, but because it's not like the other sunscreen. The reapplication for this sunscreen, I give a 20 over 10 because the application was unbelievable for me, guys. This sunscreen, I didn't know if it was tested, okay? On their website, they said it was tested, but through my research, I didn't really see if this sunscreen was tested, so I don't know. The key ingredient of this sunscreen is niacinamide primrose extract. It was super on the makeup, guys, so I'm gonna give it 10 over 10. The filter, it did have great filter, guys. It does contain Uvinol T150, Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, Parasol S, SLX, Mesorit XS, which are the type of filter from the European. So this sounds overall for this sunscreen, I'm gonna give it 10 over 10. So the Tocobo stick sunscreen is a great one. The way I use it is just going to be as a reapplication. I'm not going to use this as my main sunscreen. One of the things that I like about it is that it doesn't leave me with a dewy or greasy finish. The finish is very, I would say, it's natural finish. Yeah, and it feels comfortable onto the skin. On my skin, I can touch that I have something on my face, but nobody around me can notice that I have something on my face. It goes very smoothly on the skin. It doesn't leave me a white cast, and I think it's something I'm gonna keep in my routine. It's going to be my reapplication. When I go out, I'm going to use this one because I need my sunscreen to be there. So this one is a good one. I'm gonna give this like a 9.5 over 10. Why not a 10 over 10? Okay, I'm gonna give this a 10 over 10. So now let's talk about Mary and May sunscreen. The application and texture it was light, hydrating, not as moisturizing as I thought. Okay, this sunscreen contains fragrance. I think this sunscreen can work on all skin type. Peeling, no peeling at all. White cast, I would say I could notice a little bit of white cast, so I'm gonna give it 9.5 over 10. Reapplication was good. Okay, I'm gonna give it 9 over 10. This sunscreen was tested in Korea, so yes, it's a good sunscreen. Key ingredient: niacinamide, adenosine, centella, madecoxide, inositol. It does contain a really great key ingredient inside. On the makeup, this sunscreen performed very well. I did like it a lot. Now let's talk about the filter of this sunscreen. It contains zincoxide, uvinol A+, uvinol T150, Kinosorb M, UVA Sorb HEB. Those filters are great. I like them. So overall for this sunscreen, guys, I'm gonna give it 8 over 10. Okay, with makeup, I think it's good with makeup. It performed very well with makeup. I like it. Okay, so this is the result. I don't know, but I feel like this sunscreen has a little bit of tendency to want to leave a white cast, so you need to massage it very well. And I don't understand it because it's a little that the filter inside are the same as the Beauty of Joseon. So I don't understand why, but I think they're just different. Okay, they are different. Beauty of Joseon, they have the same filter, but they perform completely differently. Okay, so yeah, this is how it is without any moisturizer. My list, guys, on my paper, guys, I'm gonna give you the best sunscreen for some category. So the best sunscreen for reapplication, number 1 is Tocobo. Number two, I got 2. Okay, number 2, I couldn't choose one, so number 2 is gonna be Instree and Beauty of Joseon. Now let's talk about the best sunscreen based on ingredient. Number 1, Instree. Number 2, Tocobo. Okay, now the best sunscreen for hyperpigmentation is going to be my beloved Beauty of Joseon. Okay, the best sunscreen for anti-aging, I'm going to give it to Instree. Okay, the best sunscreen overall is going to be my beloved Instree. Now let's rank those sunscreens. Let's rank them. Number 1 on my list is going to be Instree. Number 2 on my list is going to be Beauty of Joseon. Number 3 is going to be Tocobo, although I think Tocobo can also be number 2. Okay, number 4, I only put Tocobo number 3 because it contains fragrance and because the key ingredient wasn't as, you know, the key ingredient was okay compared to the others. That's why I put it on number 3. Number 4 is going to be Round Lab, and number 5 is going to be Marry Me. So Round Lab with no moisturizer underneath is great on application. It doesn't peel at all. It didn't leave me a white cast, although I could feel like it has the tendency to want to leave a little bit of white cast. But so I'm gonna say that my grading is still the same. Overall, my grading is still going to be 8 over 10 for this sunscreen. Am I gonna buy this sunscreen again? Yes. And let me tell you something, guys. For all those sunscreen, the one I'm not going to buy again, because it's going to be Marry Me. Just subscribe if you like this video.